While Dialga Arceus has been all the rage, I personally have really been enjoying Dialga Leafeon alongside Yanmega. I really like Pokemon Pocket decks that trade a little bit of power at the top end for more consistency, so my deck can execute its game plan game in and game out, and Leafeon feels like it does exactly that for the Dialga archetype. These Dialga decks often struggle in the games where they don't start on their namesake, and Leafeon provides a second Pokemon that you really love having when you begin the game. Similar to Dialga, Leafeon hits for a solid amount of damage, and then thanks to its Pokemon ability, it's able to start charging up your Yanmega on the bench once it's ready to go itself, so you can have a follow-up EX attacker that crunches your opponent down. One of the other big upsides past consistency that this build has over the Arceus build is that you gain access to Erica as a big healing supporter, since 2 of our 3 threats are grass Pokemon. Noteworthy that this deck list is only playing Metal Energy in its energy zone because Leafeon provides its own grass and Yanmega is all colorless, so you want to make sure you set that up correct after you load this up. If you enjoy daily off-meta Pokemon deck highlights and other game news, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss anything sweet that we're going to be coming out with every single day. If you enjoy this particular build, smash that like button for the rest of the day. Have fun. Burst energy advantage sounds lovely. No Dialga, no Eevee, less lovely. We've got a redraw and we've got a Leaf though, so saying there's a chance. Manaphy has easily been the most popular thing people have been doing today. Irida seemed to have drummed up interest in that one for folks. And then we actually want to build Leafeon here as opposed to Dialga, because Leafeon's going to crack for 70 next turn and clear this Manaphy out after it only gets a single activation. Leafeon effectively having a 2 energy deal 70, which is quite strong. And then once it powers itself up, it can go ahead and start powering up Yanma in the back, because it powers up other grass Pokemon too while it's in the active spot. Forest Breath notably only works while it's your lead though. So gotta be front and center. I should play the other Eevee out in case we peel another Leafeon. Oh, I wish I knew what we were drawing. I heard someone was playing Magneton Leafeon in the tournament using only Irida and Water Energy. Yeah, we actually played Leafeon Yanmega earlier with only Water Energy. So the downside to that one is that you can't get grass without a Leafeon. So you can't go Dialga into Celebi only. You would have to have... Oh, they did this, so they're dead desirous. You would have to have the Leafeon too. Yeah, it needs a grass. So you would have to have Leafeon even with your Dialga draws. Yeah, the real crime here is Pokemon's refusal to give me full art Yanma. So I have to play two pleb non-full art basics. If we find Yanmega here, this might just be a Leafeon power up this for a turn 2 attack with the Leaf, right? Which is actually kind of sick. When you have the free retreat, I can evolve this, just let it take hits, and then pivot to this. Where do I put this energy? I think I put it on itself. And then next turn we can 70 them, and then we can pivot to Dialga to finish. It's just like make 3 energy over the course of these first few turns. This card is so strong. I don't know. I don't have a remote idea what its best deck looks like, but it is a very powerful effect. Yeah, they've done a good job in these last few sets of doing exactly what I asked for, which is giving us more designs that are good when going second. Or sorry, good when going first. Schmick ship there. Yanmega! Yanmega! I can't leaf this out, which is sad, but it's fine. This seems kind of sweet. It's kind of like exactly what like, and the big thing that stands out in my mind about this game is these decks are normally atrocious when you go first. But we went first, and Leafeon just let us like slam dunk the energy advantage you're normally missing. Like that felt really, and they had a Skarmory one attacking us for 50. Two Dialga, 2 EVs, still stuck on a Yanma lead. Sedge. That's fine. We got the Leaf here at least, yeah, and 2 Pokeballs, so we'll be able to pivot here in a second, hopefully. I am locked into a deck for the tournament in an effort to avoid playing mirror matches. I'm not telling you people which one. You can find out. You can find out it, dude. That'd be a little bit of a secret squirrel for the first. For the first time ever. Playing the Leaf this turn's a little bit sad if they tempo Sabrina me, but I do want to crack this for 20 in case they evolve right away next turn. As a teaser, I will tell you I submitted one of the 10 decks from my decks roundup this morning. That's all I'm giving you. I submitted one of the 10 from there. Was just about to ask, do they evolve this? And then we're gonna get rewarded here for taking the aggressive leaf line with the 20-pointer, because now when we Cyrus this, Leafeon only does 50 to it. I think this is still right, but let's do this. Forest Breath. And then if we just get to go ahead and beat this up here, that's our first point, and then we just have to clear an EX, which again is one of the reasons why Dialga Melmetal really didn't have a lot of success last season. Making it so your opponent can clear a 1 point and then a 2 point is pretty rough. Yeah, they're super stuck. I think I'd rather charge Dialga than another Leafeon here. Let's get a good spread on damage we have to deal. This gets to charge Yanmega in the back line here still. Leafeon adding redundancy to this deck's good starters feels so clean. Do I kill with Leafeon or do I kill with Dialga? I think I kill with Leafeon. No, I definitely want to take the point here. We'll probably save that for next week sometime when we play with the more fun things. I want to keep getting Dialga charged here, just in case I don't end up drawing a copy of Yanmega. Want to be able to crack for 100 on this Probo Pass. So I'm only playing the 1 copy of Cyrus, so I don't have a way to fish this back up. That being said, we do 80 and 80 with the Dialga. There's a cape. Okay, we're still going to pivot to the Dialga. Oh, wow, that's so much sustain. Holy. So this takes 20 less from attacks from Adamant and 20 less from attacks from itself. That being said, Yanmega would still clean in 2 here if we find it, right? Because it'll do 80 and then 100 next turn. Nice. I think with this on 3, I just go ahead and prep second Yanmega to attack, so I can drop an energy here, drop a metal energy here. We pivot off of this. Crack for 80. And then they're going to need another Adamant next turn to not die. Oh, potion will do it too. Yep. It's a lot of potions, gamers. Holy crap. How do they have room for all of this? So they have 2 potions, 2 adamant. Do you think they're on 2 capes as well? Ooh, speaking of sustain. Dexterous, thanks for the prep. That's one of the upsides to being on Leafeon Yanmega as your threats in this build. I'm going to play this out just in case they have a Geo. We can sustain 2, gamer. They're just playing 6 Pokemon. No, we saw a Melmetal and a Meltan, right? Maybe they're not. They must not be on full lines for all of their stage 1s, huh? There's another one, though. Well, that's a nice drop. I think what I do now is I go ahead and I think I go ahead and I pivot to this Dialga. And we crack for 100. And our deck's just doing an excellent job of making sure they have to deal a ton of damage, right? Like, they dealt 120 here and got no points. They dealt, gosh, like 100 here and got no points. Yeah, I agree. There's no way they have room for things like Cyrus and Sabrina. I think we pivot around pretty freely here. That's lovely. That means I continue to just give up no points. I was going to say I'm going to heavy impact because I don't want to lose the energy, but with that, we could just continue being like, you get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir. Oh, I suppose this is only my 2nd knockout point, though, the way this has worked out, huh? Oh, am I not on a Sabrina? I thought I had a Sabrina. You're right. I went with the one Erica over the Sabrina. We're both out of cards. Their Sustain is doing the best they can, but we're also just chunking along here. I think it's optimal to leave myself the ability to deal the most damage next turn. So we'll pull this out and we'll finish with Leafeon. And then having 120 and a 100 geared up and ready to go after they finish this, we should be more than good to clean out whatever they have. Yeah, this was a sweet game. Good one to start the day on. They finally get some points on the way out the door, huh? They dealt like, took them like 500 damage to finally get their first point. We're going first, and we have Eevee into Leafeon, which you love to see. I think I would try Palkia as a Palkia EX as a 5th basic in the Leafeon Yanmega deck. But it's also possible you're happy just playing 4 basics there because you have so much sustain. Have you played with all the decks on your highlight from today? Not all of them, but most of them. Only so many hours in the day. Sunset Bleach, thank you for the 46 months. Appreciate the almost 4 years. Gonna flop around, gamer. The interesting thing about Leafeon when you're going first is it only needs 1 energy to attack is neat. Because it provides 2 for itself. I think I'm gonna put that 1 energy on it this turn, just because this might not be a Dialga game. This might be we put the 3rd on here and then we charge the Yanmega from the Leafeon as our secondary hitter. Do I just have a second one of this guaranteed? Maybe. Well, a little tough to know what we want to do without the Yanmega guaranteed. Hey, Beansy, thanks for the over 5.5 years. It's been a long time. Hope things are well with you and yours. Bob for good. Thank you for the 7 months. Welcome back. I do and don't like that we didn't get... I both do and don't like that we didn't get Tortega and Empoleon EX in this next set. I think I'm going to put a cape on here so we don't get got by a random Giovanni next turn. So we're going to take a knockout point on this. And that would put us to 90, and then this with Miss Slash plus what is it called? Could clear us. Yes, yeah, the Probo pass out of left field I think was an especially fun choice. Even Garchomp EX really wasn't expected after we got Baby Garchomp in the previous set, yeah? Yanmega is the best straw in the deck here, because it lets me clean this Druddigon in 1, which means they no longer have time to dirtle around. Leafeon kind of showing why she's such a fantastic starter here. Able to get our energy built up on our other backline attackers, but also like put out some real pressure and clear this first Druddigon quickly. To register for the tournament, I need a code. Yes, to find the code for the tournament, you need to read the instructions on the Hoaglandia Spraggles tournament page. Because if you didn't find the code by reading those instructions, you've probably also missed key other details that are requirements for playing in the event. So you should always read those pages in full before joining a tournament. Aggressive communication, considering they can't evolve this turn. In-game chat and emotes after ranked ladder. Fun fact, the moment I realized Artifact was destined to fail as a game was when I realized they were including an in-game chat in it. Because truly and wholly, no one reasonable would ever want an in-game chat in a digital card game. Especially not anybody who'd ever played Magic the Gathering online. We're gonna put a cape on Yanma here, so that way they can't clear it with Daddy Chomp Steel 50. This game feels worse and worse for free-to-play as they release more packs close together. So, it's an interesting dynamic because from a numbers perspective, for free-to-play, the game is actually better if they release one pack more frequently as opposed to 2 packs more spread apart. Because one pack released more frequently means that you can trade all of the other packs sooner, right? Actually, I actually think the game would be better off if they'd release one pack every 4 weeks as opposed to 1 to 2 packs every 6 to 8 weeks. It's the same volume of cards, but you wouldn't be forcing players to constantly go, oh, which of these 2 packs do I open? And then how regular, like, you wouldn't have to wait as long to trade. I've also made this comment a couple of times, but you can tell Pokemon Pocket is thoroughly out of its honeymoon phase because gamers are mostly complaining about the economy now. I feel so vindicated because when this game released, I spent a lot of time talking about how I think most people are only happy with it because the game's brand new and they haven't released many cards yet. And that's exactly how it's played out in practice. Leafeon is a very strong Pokemon Pocket card. I've liked this core for this current deck that we're playing a lot. But yeah, since Palkia and Dialga dropped, and then even more with this latest pack, there have been a lot of bitter, frustrated comments on every piece of Pocket content I post of people who are like, can't play this deck, economy sucks. Just like, ah, yes. Welcome home, TCG players, first time. Our lack of Yanmega is unfortunate. And I do know Pokemon Pocket is a lot of people's first digital card game. So the thing you should definitely be aware of is there has never been a successful digital card game where you got every single card on the day it released without spending any money. Just to kind of set the tone. So if you were under the expectation that Pokemon Pocket was going to be a game where you could have every card the day it releases while spending $0, and you're not okay that you're not going to be able to do that, you really should put it down. Because that's never going to be the case. And this is the part where people mention Runeterra, and then I point out that I said the word successful digital card game. And for context, Runeterra made $25 million in 2.5 years. Pokemon Pocket made $300 million in 3 months. Printer goes brrrr.